Hey guys, and welcome back to Irma Sofra. Today we're going to be making a maple glazed salmon. It's absolutely amazing, so stay tuned for my recipe. This is one of the fastest and easiest and most delicious ways to make salmon. I can guarantee you that. It's definitely for people who like Asian fusion. There's a lot of garlic in here. There's some ginger. If you're not a fan of ginger, I recommend only using 1/4 of a teaspoon. But here, as you guys can see, I'm just adding my ingredients together. Some soy sauce, some ginger, some garlic, the maple syrup. I don't have organic maple syrup in the house. I didn't have it at the time, but organic maple syrup is best for this recipe. But no biggie, I just used any generic brand that you have on hand. And here I'm just showing you guys, I measured it out. So this was 1/2 teaspoon. If you're not big on ginger, then do 1/4 or even 1/8. And then I add the last part of the recipe is I add some sweet brown sugar. Light is fine, or if you have dark, whatever you have on hand. And then I've already skinned my salmon and I'm prepping it. And I do recommend keeping the salmon in the sauce for at least half an hour. An hour is best though, just for it to pick up all of those delicious spices and things in that sauce. So we're just gonna let this marinate for half an hour to an hour. Now while that's marinating, I have some sesame seeds in a small little pan, and all I'm going to do is toast that up. This gives this recipe so much flavor. I cannot recommend this enough. Please, please, please don't skip this part. So definitely toast your sesame seeds. Alright, so here's my salmon after about 45 minutes. Please use foil when baking because the sugars in the glaze are definitely going to stick and it's going to burn and it's going to be a pain to clean up. So make sure you use some foil. And then we're just going to bake this for about 15 to 20 minutes until we see that the edges of the salmon are nice and golden brown. So while the fish is baking, we are going to make a sauce, and we're going to use any of the marinade that's left in the dish while you're marinating the salmon. So I used that glass dish in the beginning. I'm going to take all that sauce out. I'm going to put it into a nonstick pan, and then I'm going to take some cornstarch and I'm going to put it inside of the marinade while it's cold. I'm not going to turn on my oven. You never want to put cornstarch into something warm because then it clunks up and we don't want that. So we're going to add it, we're going to mix it into the sauce, and then we're going to turn this on to medium-low heat, and we're just going to let this thicken. Once it thickens, we're then going to add some water into it, and we're going to get a nice and beautiful sauce to go over our salmon. Alright, so the last thing to do is to broil up that top of the salmon. Really quick, 10-15 minutes. We're looking for a nice caramelized color on top. And now you guys will see on my pan, you see those burnt parts? That's the brown sugar and the maple that has burned onto the pan, but it's not the actual fish, so don't worry about that. You guys can see that the fish is nice, beautiful, golden brown. I'm poking it and it's nice and firm. It's ready to go. It's ready to serve. Is to put the sauce on top, some beautiful toasted sesame seeds that we toasted before, and some green scallions are optional, and serve it with whatever you like. I'm serving it with some white rice. You can do some sauteed vegetables, make it your own. I am sure you guys will love this. It is such a good recipe. The salmon comes out so moist, so tender. It has that beautiful Asian fusion to it. If you're into, ginger, sweet and salty, it's absolutely delicious, and I hope you guys like this. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, add me on Instagram, and I will see you guys next time.